Boom, live. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Today we have a very special person, a person that everybody knows, one of the persons who makes a lot for our community. He never stops working. He's like a machine. He works all year for making us happy, and is maybe the biggest event of the world. Is coming to the 8th year, and he don't stop, and he's always making us happy. FloatLife Fest 8 in September from 11 to 14. My friend, Justin, how are you,
Yes,
my
sir.
friend?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Like I said, I'm kind of a crazy week right now, but getting excited for Wheel Scorcher coming up this week. And but right now I'm in Miami, which most people would be like, "Wait, why are you in Miami? You have an event this week." But I was supposed to be back today. Had some car issues, so dealing with that. Thankfully, as I was telling you, Corey Bainey from Armadillos, he lives down here, and so I got to hang out with him yesterday. And actually, as I was going to see him, I was just going to say hi and grab some lunch and leave town. But my car messed up about a half mile from his house, so it was really easy to just pull into his yard and be like, "Hey, I'm here." Maybe for longer than I thought.
So, everybody, just 1 second. One, two, three. Guys, we are live now in Instagram, in the internet with like Fest 8 with Justin. And say something, my friend.
Who,
Say
me?
hello to everyone. Yes.
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
So,
Stoked to be here.
guys, come to the live stream and enjoy it. I think he's going to talk a little more about the event. Everybody knows, but it is always something new. He's always doing something for all of us. And let's have a nice talk. So,
Heck yeah.
let's share. So, continue, my friend. What is the expectations for this year?
Well. Right now, what we're doing is Wheel Scorcher coming up this weekend in Cherokee, North Carolina, and this is the 4th year of Wheel Scorcher. But we've done a couple of events that sort of were Wheel Scorcher. We worked with One Wheel for the One Wheel Racing League events, and so that was the Eastern qualifier, basically. So yeah, we're getting ready to do that. We're back in Cherokee, North Carolina for Wheel Scorcher this year, which is awesome. And that's coming up this weekend. So basically, Saturday and Sunday, this coming weekend, we will have a big enduro race on Saturday, then a big street style competition, which Cherokee is awesome because it actually has a skate park. Which we'll be doing it there, and we'll work with Cricket's going to be coming out too to help us with the street comp, and he'll be competing. So hopefully we'll see a lot of great street style stuff come out from this weekend.
And new pictures for the new magazine for all of us.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And actually really cool. Those guys are getting in early at the venue for FloatLife Fest, which is Camp Greer. In Old Fort, North Carolina. They have started basically the first one-wheel camp for kids. So they actually have some kids coming this week that signed up and registered for a week of camp. And they've got Mike's on Bikes, who's he does all the trail work and instruction out at Camp Greer, where we hold FloatLife Fest. And he decided he became a one-wheeler after we started doing FloatLife Fest there, and now he loves one-wheeling. He also mountain bikes, but loves one-wheeling, and so he decided it would be cool to start a camp with kids. They already do mountain bike camps, but he thought it would be cool to do a one-wheel camp. So a little bit small this year for the first year, but it's still like there's a bunch of kids between 4th and 6th graders that are all going to camp, and they will work with Mike. And then Noah Mead, One Wheeling and Dylan. He is actually going to be an instructor at camp for the week. And then also they're going to have some special guests that are going to stop by.
Mario.
Hey, I know Mario. They're going to actually have Luke Austin is going to go by and see the kids at camp, and he's going to help teach them. Cricket's going to teach them. And so are the Millers. The whole Miller family, Zoe, Bart, and Christy, are all going to show up, and they're all going to make these kids super excited. I
think that is a very nice thing for all of us. Maybe to everybody to start doing that. I think we need more kids in this sport, in this event.
100%. And that's what I think it's super cool. Like Camp Greer has been an amazing partner for FloatLife Fest.
Mhm.
They love it as much as we do. They think it's super cool. They want to do more of it. And, you know, this initially shows it like right off. They've started a camp session specifically for one wheel kids. So, and, you know, and we just, because of being FloatLife Fest and knowing people, we were able to make some calls and get some really amazing riders that wanted to donate their time and help the kids out and help them learn. So, yeah, they're getting a special week this week. They're going to have Luke, Noah, Cricket, the Millers, you know, and Mike's
But,
on bikes. Mike is a great rider as well. He
but
actually
the good thing we have the riders working for the future of all of us. I think that is very, very important. We need more
absolutely.
riders that have to be more active to promote this sport and help the kids to see it as a big event, and that they can come and enjoy themselves and learn. If you have the riders, the people to teach them, I think that is important thing for this sport to grow.
I think it's, I mean, and for these guys and girls to donate their time for a day or two before Wheel Scorcher and come out and see the kids and help progress them, I just think is super cool. And, you know, I just want to say thank you to all of them personally.
And I want to say thank you for you too to contact them and ask for the help. And they say, of course, yes. I think nobody can say no to you, my friend.
Yeah, shoot. There's some people. There's some no's out there. There's some no's out there for sure.
But the important thing is the persons that you know that they love this sport and love you, my friend. They're going to be there if they have the chance. Of course, we have to think that there's lots of people that as a job or something to do, and sometimes it's not possible. Talking about FloatLife Fest, my friend.
Yes.
Please tell me what is the big surprises for this year.
Well, I actually just got a really big surprise. I'm excited because this hasn't happened yet in One Wheel, so I'm really excited. And I'm still like a little apprehensive to say it because I still don't quite believe it, but I've been told that this is what's going to happen. So, you know, we do our big mass start race every year. The last couple of years, it's been fun at Camp Greer. It's a little single track. It's tight in there. It's tight in there when you're doing with that many people, which is what's fun about it. I love that. But what we're going to do this year, we've done the last few years, we've done it cyclocross style. So people get in a loop and then they just start doing this loop. So you're passing people, things like that, and you get into some tight places. We're still going to have that aspect of the mass start race. But this year I just talked to the chief of police in Old Fort, and I asked him if we could start the race right in the middle of town this year. And he said yes.
We're going to have like top speeds there.
Yeah, so we will. You know, the goal is to start it so that the public can actually see the start of the race. There's a couple of breweries and bars and little shops and things right there, and so it's about a 2-mile ride to camp on road. And so they will basically start in between the two bars right in town. The police will block the roads for us, and then everybody will come out together and head to camp. They will ride all the way to camp. Then they will hit about a mile or so, probably a little over a mile of gravel roads. And they will go all the way to the back of FloatLife Fest. And then they will hit the single track trails. And then they will end at the lake where we have our big finish line. So it's going to be a really cool new route this year. Starting it in town, we'll get a lot more exposure. I think it's going to be just a really cool, very film-worthy, very just a fun event. I'm excited. It's a mix of pavement, gravel, single-track trails. You know, you've got a whole lot going on in this course this year. Go ahead.
Do you think we need more people doing this type of things, pushing that the event goes more to the city and that the people from the cities know what is happening sometimes, because you are outside the cities. Nobody notice what is happening, and don't know, just see the one wheels passing, and they don't know what's happening.
They don't
And that
really.
way, maybe they can come and see that sport and maybe try it, or maybe they say, oh, why not go
That's the
there and
goal. That's the
uh-huh,
goal. I wanna. I mean, it's always been, part of it is we want to make sure that people know about our sport. We're trying to build a sport. We're trying to grow a sport. So,
mhm,
it's really fun that we have these festivals, but like, because we're such a new sport, sometimes it's not easy to get high profile venues, or sometimes it's not even easy to get insurance for these. So
mhm,
it's a constant. That's a kind of a constant battle, but like I said, it's been really cool working with the camp down in Old Fort, and with that, this is our third year there. We're figuring things out more and more each year with the town. The town likes us more and more each year, so that's really good. They're willing to work with us. They see that we're bringing people to town. This past year, after Float Life Fest, about a week and a half or 2 weeks after, Asheville and Old Fort, where we're from, got hit with Hurricane Helene,
ooh,
which decimated a lot of things. The town of Old Fort in the middle of town got really messed up. The Camp Greer, where we hold Float Life Fest, they're amazing. As I said, they actually stepped up to bat after the hurricane. They had not a lot of damage, and so they were able to house first responders and people that lost their homes, and
mhm,
things like that. So we're really like, we want to bring people to Old Fort this year. They've fixed up everything downtown. For the most part, things are back up and running.
mhm,
But it's been a tough year. Tourism has been down, because of the hurricanes. It
mhm,
was a big deal. It was a big deal. It was chaos, honestly, around Asheville after the hurricanes and after Float Life Fest last year. So, yeah, so it's a big deal. We really hope people will come out this year, support the town, support the festival. I've added a lot of new stuff to the event this year. We are working in the last couple of years. We've done frisbee golf, disc
mhm,
golf competitions at the festival, and we actually worked with Innova Disc Golfs, which is disc golf discs, which is one of the biggest disc golf manufacturers.
mhm.
And then we have now teamed up with the U.S. Disc Golf Association, which is really cool, and we're really excited about it. And we're
Wow.
working with some folks called Vibe Time. So we're kind of integrating more things that one wheelers really like to do at the festival. So we have music, we have disc golf, we've got kendama clinics. We're doing a lot of things, and just to bring more people so that family and friends of one wheelers can come to the festival and have a good time too, even if they're not one wheeling.
Mhm,
So we have the lake at the festival, and at the lake this year we have a kayak and stand up paddleboard
mhm.
demos. People can be on the lake watching the races. We actually just got new pickleball courts added, which is funny.
Ooh.
We a bunch of new stuff at the camp. I mean, it's a summer camp, so once again, it's just summer camp for kids and summer camp for adults and kids.
But
So
my friend, putting that everything you are putting in the package, I want to see how do you see? I have this question because I think it's important. Making the 8th year, you come back to the place that we talked last time you was here, and I say I'm going to come back there because I think that is the right place for me, and I love to be there, and the people take care of us and love to have us there. Uh,
yeah.
uh, uh, how do you see the change of this 8 years? Do you see that the interaction with with the public is coming better? The people are starting to know what is the one wheel more. They are more interesting.
Well, sure, sure. And it's actually, I know it says Float Life Fest 8. It's actually our ninth year.
I
Uh,
know because the one of them is one point.
yeah, the
Was the
3.5.
3.1, I think,
Yeah, 3.5 we had.
or a 3.5 like this. Yes.
That was during
Yeah.
COVID,
Yeah.
but yeah, so it's our ninth year, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, everybody's always like, "Why do you have 8 then?" Yeah, but anyway,
Yeah,
so
because I know that here was the 3.5, and I say, okay, maybe he's doing like the telephones, the
yeah,
plus.
totally, totally, yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's super fun. But yeah, I think that One Wheel is growing, obviously, but it's definitely this year's been less people at a lot of events,
Mhm.
and I think that could have a lot to do with a lot of different things, the economy right now,
Yeah.
things like that. One Wheel with Race for the Rail this year, they made it easier to just go and show up and be there, and you can get your ticket for Race for
Yeah,
the
I know
Rail
that.
just by showing
Mhm.
up. So I think that's taken away some of the attendance at some events, um, which is
Do you think that was a good thing for you? We don't want to mess with the idea from Future Motion. I respect the idea from them, but don't you think that was a little mistake
I,
to,
I
to
do, and
bring the community?
I
I think
do.
that is very bad. Sorry, my friend.
I do. No, I agree. I agree. And I'm part of the ORL. I kind of, I definitely from the beginning said that I felt like we should probably not let as many people in. I
Hmm.
think it's great to let some in, but letting 50% of the people in is a lot to me.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
people can disagree, whatever. That's totally cool. And that's why we have a committee to vote on all this. So my vote didn't win, I guess. But like,
Okay.
I still think that most of the yeah, I wish they would have left. It's going to be cool, and it's going to make that event bigger, which is great, and that's what they want, and that makes sense.
Okay, it makes
But
sense for them, but makes sense for all us community. I don't. We're not going to discuss about that. I don't want to be the. I'm here for the FloatLife Fest, and I want. I
right,
don't want to
yeah,
put you.
totally,
But
totally.
I
But
give
yeah,
you my opinion. I don't have no problem to say
yeah,
it.
and
I
totally,
think that we have to think he as a company, but of course they have to think about the community. We have to
and
grow this. If they want to sell more boards, and if they want to grow, they have to take care and make sure that the events are made around the country are being taken care, and that
and
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
please.
and they. Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. They do a lot for One Wheel does a lot for all the events. I'm not gonna
Hmm.
maybe not all of them, but they do a lot for a lot of events, and they do what they can.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, it makes sense for to get more people, and like we have definitely seen Race for the Rails where when
Hmm.
back in the day when they used to let people just apply, try out right there, which I even did, the first couple of
Hmm.
years. I went there and I was like, I'm going to go to Race for the Rail and try to be in it. No, didn't happen, but it was fun. But yeah, so I think it's a great way to bring some people, and you might that can't afford to do all the events, which totally makes sense. It's not easy to do all these events and travel around the country and do 5 events, especially or 3 events or whatever. It's just a lot of events, and it's tough. It's expensive, and so I understand that.
Yes,
It's
I
just
understand it too, my
it's a
friend. But we have to try to work the best way for the events like your event, like the other guys' event, that they make so much work because that is not a work of
yeah,
one day.
and we put up our own money for these events. A lot
Yeah.
of it. So it's tough. It's scary at times. Being an event promoter. It's not always easy, and it's kind of
But
it
I,
can be
I want to
tough.
give you I want to give you a good I want to give you a good information, and maybe it's going to be good for you too, my friend, in
Yeah,
the future.
absolutely.
Maybe I don't know if Future Emotion going to like it so much, but in Europe now there is something working with a Red Bull. Red Bull is coming more active by the events of electric.
Oh,
So that
fantastic.
means that something when Red Bull is going to come, you're going to see Monster Energy is coming too. I think that is companies that we need for you guys, like the events are organizing for the riders that are racing to have some supports. And I think that is something that we're going to see maybe more in the next year, and maybe is something that they're going to call you guys. And there's already the TVs that they can promote that for you guys, and I think that can be a good deal for all of you.
I
And
think so too. And we had Red Bull at Float Life 3,
mhm,
and we had them at Wheel Scorcher 1.
mhm.
And then we just like it's just I had a friend there that kind of helped me make that happen, but then he's no longer there, and so I haven't been able to really get him back since. unfortunately.
friend, I know because Red Bull is from Austria, and I know the guy is talking with him. He's talking directly with the guy from Austria, and I know that they are trying to show they are trying to show that the events around the world, like your event, like that was names I give to them to see
Oh,
the
cool.
events from the all I could show from USA, because USA is the name for the electric. I give all the contacts from all of you guys, and I say that is something that they have to bring to the table to Red
Sure.
Bull, because that way they can contact you direct. When you have another guy who's selling Red Bull, I think it's not going to be the same when you are directly with a company. And I think in the next year, if I understand something like that, maybe you guys can start to have contacts. I'm just telling you what I have. Somebody who give me some information, but I cannot give you 100%. And
Sure. Yeah.
I hope that that happens to all of you, because just you need you need to, you need more help
We
to
do.
grow that event. I know that you have the biggest event from all of us. You are the event that I dream to come, and
Oh man, I
everybody
can't
knows.
wait for you to come. Honestly,
And I just want I just want to say, I hope that these big companies come and help you guys, because you need help. That way you can make the event bigger. If you have the money, if you have the everything, then you can say, okay, now I can work with everybody. But
and that's the goal, is
just
just getting more support. But right now, it's been tough this year.
I know, my friend. I know. That's why I was the first time it was for me to bring you here, and because I know that you need support, and
Oh man.
they are cutting you guys a little, and that is not nice. Sorry, my friend.
Well, yeah, no, it's a little tough. It's a little tough, but I mean, I have a great relationship with One Wheel, and I love those guys, and so it's always it's a tough. It's always a little tough, but it's like it's one of those things. I mean, I think that. Yeah, I think it'll. They're going to try to bring more exposure, which is a good thing, but it's also it's a it's tough to
I
wait.
hope that you achieve everything, because you deserve it. I'm
Thank you,
going to
brother. You
tell
too.
my person. I think you are the best. If there is more persons like you, maybe we'll be in other level, and that's why I'm always very happy to have you here. And
Oh,
I
man.
hope that you achieve everything you are doing, because first of all, the USA events today, what they are, FloatLife Fest was the first one to start this big journey. And today we have lots of good events in USA, in Europe too. The guys are doing great in Europe too. And I think the guys in Europe started because of you. They come CEO event. There was
I
there
think,
to
yeah,
see it.
I think a
Fabio
lot
was
of
there.
them.
Lots of guys was there to see the event, how you do it. And today they are doing a great job here too. And that's why I think you need the most support from everybody.
Well, thanks, man. I'm gonna move around a
You
little
have
bit
to
real quick,
charge.
because I gotta go plug in. I gotta plug in somewhere. I'm in the hotel lobby, so give me a second here. I'm just looking for a plug. Here we go. Sorry,
We are
guys.
not going to stay too much long. I don't want to make this video big. I want to make this big video information for everybody. That is the intention. That is just an update for you, my friend. For the people who want to go to full time. So I'm going to go directly to the questions. Tell
Yeah.
me how that is going to work, my friend. Like always, there is something different. There is any rules different?
Sure. So basically that September 11th is when we start. That's a Thursday. That's when you can come on campus and get into the festival. The Wednesday night prior to, we always do a big giant group ride, usually in Asheville, which is about 30 minutes away. And that just shows everybody that it's a bigger town. So it's like there's a lot to see around Asheville. There's tons of cool stuff, and there's great music around town. Actually, if the Tuesday and Wednesday before FloatLife Fest this year, there's some really good music in Asheville. If you get in a
Oh,
little earlier, I don't know if there's any hip hop fans out there and you
Uh-huh.
like the band Prof or the MC
Mm-hmm.
Prof. He is playing 2 nights at the Orange Peel in Asheville, 2 nights before FloatLife Fest. So if you want to get in early,
That
see
is
some
the
really good,
extra.
yeah, see some good music, come check out some cool stuff. But we're gonna have amazing music at the festival this year. I've got a lot more music lined up. So Thursday night, when everybody gets in, we will do our. We have a bunch of DJs that night. We have DJ Chubby Knuckles, who last year did our hip hop
Mm-hmm.
dance party on Thursday night. So we'll have DJ Chubby Knuckles. We will also have Bodie will be
Mm-hmm.
out there. His DJ gig Satva. And then we also that night. I've got one other DJ. I'm like, I got to pull it up, but we'll also have Andy Potash. He's with Atlo Shop. He's going to be a
Mm-hmm.
DJ. Archmage is his DJ name. He'll be out
Mm-hmm.
there. Um, then, as far as music, Friday night is kind of my bluegrass night. I live in the mountains. We have a lot of bluegrass there.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Brushfire Snakegrass, who's been there the last few years, and Snake Oil Medicine Show, which will be their first
Mm-hmm.
time there, but they're awesome, amazing. If you like jam bands and bluegrass and that sort of thing, they're going to be amazing. And then we'll have lots of DJs as well that day. You know, we have DJs kind of mixed in all throughout the festival, out at the lake,
Mm-hmm.
up at the pavilion, and during some of the competitions. Thursday, we will also have our clinics with the pros. So we'll have, folks like Cricket, folks like Bodie, folks like Noah Mead,
Mm-hmm.
Luke Austin. All those guys will be doing clinics on that Thursday with people. And we'll have clinics throughout the weekend too, mixed in. But Thursday's the big clinic day.
Mm-hmm.
It always starts off with Bart Miller's How to Fall clinic, falling down with Bart Miller. That's usually the first clinic of the thing. It's what I want you to learn how to do first thing when you get there is how to fall, because you're gonna fall. So I feel like it's the most
You
important
don't
thing.
have no chance.
Yeah, I have a whole, it's a whole progression through the event of starting to finish. So if you're a brand new
I'm
rider, you can come learn how to do all those things.
I'm going to leave everything here for you guys. I'm going to leave all the links. My friend, what is the best way, like always, for the people to contact you? I know that you have the YouTube channel, you have the Facebook, you have the Instagram, and you have the website.
I am
best?
on Instagram a lot.
Okay.
I do read the Instagram messages a lot faster than most of them,
Mm-hmm.
either there or through the website, FloatLifeFest.com. Both of those are probably the quickest things to get me.
Okay, my friend.
And
There
sometimes
you
I'm
know.
not the fastest. I admit it. I'm one
Okay.
person, so there's a lot going on. So
Of course, my friend.
there's a phone number on the Float Life Fest page. If you have to, call me, text me, do whatever you need to do. But that's my phone number. So,
but don't call him 3 o'clock in the morning.
Don't call
please.
me early, late at night. I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to.
I just want to say, my friend, if the people who wants to camp in there, for the people who don't know, what is the possibilities and is space for everybody?
Yes.
How that works for everybody to know.
We actually have more space this year. There's new things happening at camp all the time. They have, if you've been there, there's a lake and there's a big field next to the lake. They've actually built a bridge now so we can get into that field. So that'll add more camping. We've added parking outside the gates of the festival so that we can have, so we have more parking outside, and for the primitive campers who just drop their gear off and then go park outside. Then we also have car camping passes, so you can bring your car in and stay with your car. We'll have shuttles in and out. Most people have their one wheels, but we will have some shuttles going throughout the weekend. You can step it up by getting a camp cabin. It is a summer camp, so they are very open air cabins with 5 bunk beds in them. Some of them have 2 bunk beds, some of them have 4. Those are all distinguished on the website. So yeah, you can just stay on campus the whole time. You don't have to go too far. We sell beer at the festival. We have all kinds of vendors, like loads and loads of vendors coming back this year.
Lots of vendors. You always see lots of vendors, my friend.
Yeah, and I'm working to get more this year, even more so. So super excited to get all those guys. Summer camp vibes are the best, Vinny.
Mhm.
So yeah, it is summer camp vibes all the way down. And it's a so yeah, you can stay on campus. A lot of people get Airbnbs just right outside the camp. I know the whole UK crew, the
Mhm.
Sindit Surrey and Andy and Hannah and Jay and all those guys. They stay right outside the gate of the
Mhm.
camp in a nice little house, and then they just ride the road right in every morning. It's literally like they're at the front gate almost.
And they are
Um,
doing an amazing event this
Send
August.
it Surrey. Yeah, y'all don't miss Send it
Yeah.
Surrey. I'm trying to get
If
there.
you have
I'm
the
really
chance, go
trying.
to go. Yeah, try to go there, my friends. It's a big event, and
I'm
it's the
really
first
trying to
year.
make
And
it. I'm
yeah,
trying to make
uh,
it. It's tough with Race for the Rail the few days before.
I
So
know, my friend.
I'm trying to work with that right now. But
That is the place I want to go this year, and I want to go to Denmark. See Lars. I think the two events is the ones I would love to go. And Udemy is
yeah,
here this year. Is not doing in Belgium. I hope that next year they come back again with another event here in Belgium. Yeah, my friend. The camp. Talking about the camp, is going to be lots of places. But the big question: don't leave for the last moment, or you think is going to be enough places for everybody?
oh, what at the camp? Like enough
Yeah.
places to camp? Oh
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, totally. But go ahead. I mean, get your ticket sooner, and just we'll have the
Yeah, I
spot for
think
you
I
for
think
sure.
that is the best thing
Yeah, if you
because
can
that
go ahead and
way,
book it soon, you'll definitely know you have a campsite. But
yeah,
we have more camping than we've ever had. We've got more spots. I mean, I was hoping it was going to happen for this year, but next year we're going to have even more spots. There's a whole new thing. I mean, it's
you don't stop,
crazy.
my friend. You are in this year. You are already thinking about next year.
I know, right? I know. Yeah. Well, the camp has a whole bunch of stuff in progress called Greer Village. So they're actually going to be adding a bunch of houses that we can rent out during the festival for next year. And
My friend, you feel very very happy in this place. I see you when you come back again to this place. I think you was like you came to home, and a place
it's
that you can know how to work well, and the
it
people
is.
around you, the city and everything supports the event. And I think there is a good communication for everybody. And I think that what I see in all of that is I see that you feel safe to bring the riders there because they're going to have more fun, and you know how to talk with everybody around the city and police and everything, and bringing this new thing in the game, the start from the race there and in the middle of the city, talking with people, the people seeing this sport. I think that is going to be a big change, and it's stuff like this that we need more. And I hope that the events around the world that is seeing your event, that they can maybe upgrade the events from them and see why you are doing that and what is the reason that you are starting from there to bring more persons to see these big events. I think
That's
that
what, man. I just want people to see us. Like I want them to see it, and I want us to. A big thing too is just us representing ourselves well. So and thus far we've done a really good job in Old Fort, and I think that's important around the world. Is like represent our sport the way you
Mhm,
would a professional basketball player would, or someone like
mhm.
you're a professional, if you're in the sport, or or you're just or you're you believe in the sport, so if you do, like, just represent yourself well as a one wheeler, be nice to people, be kind, don't be an asshole, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's the
um,
important thing. That is the most important thing. Be respectable and have fun.
yeah, I mean
Lots
that's
of
what
fun.
that's what it's all about. That's why we do this all. That's why we're all doing it. We still do it. I'm 10 years into riding a one wheel, which is crazy. Like, it's insane. I can't believe it. It's like I still love it.
Thousand, it's like yesterday, started yesterday.
It's
Look how
so
many
weird. Yeah,
years.
I mean, it's crazy. Like, thinking about it, I got with, like I said, I'm in Miami, so I hung out with Corey Bainey from Armadillos yesterday, and he and I, it was great. I mean, we've been riding together for 8 or 9 years now, and it was like, oh, cool, let's go for a
How
quick
he's
rip.
doing now, my friend? He's making like a break. He told
Yeah, well,
he
he's
wants.
still doing Armadillos. Still order your
Yeah, of
Armadillos.
course.
Don't. It's still the best stuff. To use it.
Hmm.
He's still selling it, but like all of us,
Sometimes
it's
we need for you. You need a.
sometimes you got to go back to the real job to make things work. And so Armadillos is still strong, doing the thing. It's just
And we have to be so
like we
thankful
all
to
like
him.
we all have our real jobs, you know. So
Yeah,
it's
like me. I came from mine now. I just want to say, and to this guy, we have to thank. In 10 years, most of the pictures that we have from all the events, the best pictures, is from this guy. He put it everything there
Oh,
for all of
Corey,
us.
yeah, Corey's got the. I mean,
Corey is one of the guys who push it to the another level too.
he's
There,
recorded. You know, he's got recordings of the whole
that
sport
is
from the
the
beginning.
history there.
Yeah, he's
That is
got the
history.
history. You know, I always think I'm like, if I pass away or anything, somebody grab my iPad. All of it's in there. You know, don't it's all in here. It's like the whole history of the sport is right here, except for like some of the little things in the beginning. But like, yeah, it's pretty much you got pictures of everybody that was kind of a influencer in the sport for years and years in here.
I'm going to make a question for you, my friend, before we end. I think it's important for everything. How has been this journey, my friend, from the last 9 years? Meeting so many people, bring so many riders to you, seeing the FloatLife Fest, bring so many new events. How you, Justin Thomas, see all these years now as a person, talking as a friend. How do you see this journey? Because that is a journey. You have 10 years, my friend,
Yeah,
doing
no,
this stuff.
I mean, where do I see it going? Or
How do you see it going, and how do you see this 10 years for you? How do you see everything?
you know, it's been a great 10 years. You know, it's been a weird 10 years just in general. You know, we had COVID, we had all these weird things. Like, you know, we've had, you know, this year we had the hurricane. We've had crazy things happen over the last 10 years. It's been a really wild ride and just in general, in life in general. And then to throw this into it, you know, this has been the like beacon of hope and light. You know, like I'm like, I love, you know, I get so excited to see all my friends from the one wheel world. It's just cool. I feel really lucky to be here. You know, like it's, you know, I'm a 52-year-old guy. I never thought at 52 I would be putting on board.
We are the same age, my friend.
Yeah. So that, you know, it's like it's crazy how you know, how did I get to be right here? You know, so but it was fun. You know,
But we are here, my friend.
We are
here.
Yeah,
And you change you change the world of one wheeling with your events. You cannot imagine. I told today everybody, if anybody was going to talk about in 10 or 20 years about this, they're going to stay float. The FloatLife Fest was there. That was the beginning. Bring so many riders. How many riders was there from the beginning to see this big fest? That was not just a fest. That was bringing people together. And I cannot imagine the one wheel without the FloatLife Fest. I think you are everything. You are a big name, and I have lots of big respect for you, my friend. Not just for you, for the team with you, for the effort that you guys made for all of us. And I cannot stop putting words, because there is no words for so much work that you did for all of us. And for me, you are not just a friend. You are a big guy, a guy who changed the world from this company. The company exists there. The Float, the Future Motions. He has to thank a lot to you guys, because they sell so many machines because of the events that you made. You make so many people happy. I know how many people was here in this show talking about this year. I have to go to the FloatLife Fest. Oh, the FloatLife Fest from last year was amazing. Oh, I cannot remember the other event like this. And that is the big thing, my friend. I'm coming to 400 interviews. And believe me, I speak with lots of riders. And the name that comes always is your event.
Oh, well, thanks, man. That's crazy. Yeah. No, it's sometimes it's overwhelming. I'm like, it's like, but I appreciate
But
that.
you deserve it, my friend.
It's well, I appreciate you, man. I'm you know.
Don't need to appreciate. We have to say thank you to you.
Well, I wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't happen without everybody that comes too.
Of course, my friend.
You know, I
just this interviews don't happen if the riders don't come here. But of course, somebody has to start it.
Yeah, and I still throw it out, you know, to guys like Jeff McCosker, people like that showed up at the very first one. Like Jeff was, Honestly, like it was cool when he started the Float Life. I was like, I had just decided I wanted to call it
Yo.
FloatLife Fest. What's up, Quinn?
I
And
just want to say something to everybody, guys. Sorry that we start a little before. I put it for 9 o'clock. Now it's 9 o'clock. The people are starting to come now. 9:20 is when the people.
sorry,
I don't see that hour change, but we are already here a little 1 hour before. But I'm very sorry. So, but continue.
Yeah, we had a mix-up. As I was sitting in the hotel lobby for about 30 minutes, going, "Man, what's happening?"
And I was thinking, oh, I have 30 minutes. I was thinking, I have enough
my
time.
alarm had already gone off. Like
Then you call me and say, Nelson, is going to happen or not?
I was like writing. I'm like, are we doing something? I was like sitting here. It's like, you're in the show. Everyone can hear and see you. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I am. I'm waiting. I don't know what's going on. It's like, I'm in the waiting room a long time. It's like, glad we got it worked out.
Thank you.
So you guys will have to, that are just joining in, you'll have to rewind a little bit.
Yes, but it's going to be, I just want to say to all of you guys, we are in Twitter or X, what you want to call it. We are in YouTube. When the live is finished, I'm going to make it in Facebook because Facebook don't let us put it in live. I'm going to share in all the groups. We don't win no money. The important thing is for us to share these events. I just want to say to you, my friend, how do you see the future of, first of all, FloatLife Fest? And what is the idea for me? What do you have in plans for the future?
Just in general, well, I mean, I'm still doing FloatLife Fest. I'm excited, for that. I'm still doing Wheel Scorcher. We're doing that. I've been, my real job is I sell real estate.
Thank you so much.
So I'm growing on the real estate side of things here, and then besides that, I just a bunch of stuff. I do a lot of really random things. People are always like,
but you have a big background of doing events.
I do. Yeah, we actually just put on an event in Cherokee a couple of weeks ago. We put on the Cherokee Bike Festival, which was the first time we had done that. Cherokee hired us to put it together because we had been doing a one-wheel event down there. So they asked us to put that together, and with my team, who's John Grace and Chelsea Grace. John and Chelsea have been doing all this with me since the very beginning. Chelsea's part of the ORL committee as well. So we're pretty tied into all of it. But John and Chelsea and I have been doing events for probably 20 years together, 20 plus years. I mean, we did stand-up paddleboard races. We did raft races. We've done kayak races. Just so many events.
And you love kayak, my friend.
Yeah, that's my real, what I came
identity.
From. Kayaking and whitewater rafting was my original, thing. So those guys, John's a world-class kayaker, and they're so great at putting on events. I mean, Chelsea used to work at Teva Sandals, the Sandals, TEVA. And she was the event coordinator. So we have a really pretty strong team of folks who have a lot of experience in putting events together. So we're really lucky in that sense. John and Chelsea are amazing at putting all the videos. But yeah, we're just trying to grow it, trying to make things happen, trying to keep the one wheel world going. I know One Wheel, Future Motion does a ton of it, so they're doing great jobs. But we're doing what we can, our little pitch in, and then trying to travel. I love traveling. I do. My other job is I work as a logistics guy for a family, and they like to kayak and raft a lot, and so I do a lot of driving and logistics for them, and we do a lot of whitewater rafting trips. It's pretty awesome.
My friend, I just want to say to you, first of all, I hope that this year the event make you more happy. Everybody come to the event. I hope that they have lots of fun, make lots of good videos, lots of pictures for us to see around the world. I think it's important for you to share with the media. That way it's going to make a propaganda for next year and to make this sport bigger and bigger. If you are out there and you go to the event, send us a nice video for all of us to be happy to see it and jealous, of course. And for you, my friend, I know that you're going to have lots of work, but I hope that you enjoy it like every year. And give you motivation, give you more motivation for the 9th. Is the 9th, but it's the 10th.
Yeah.
FloatLife Fest 9. And like always, my friend, I leave you with the last words for your community who's going to see this video in all the medias. I leave you with the last words for everybody before we go.
The what's that now? Sorry.
I'm telling. Always we finish like you say the last words that you want to share with the people who's going to see the video later
Jerry
on.
Springer.
Or
Jerry Springer's thoughts.
yes,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Springer's thoughts. Yeah. No, I'm just happy to be here. I'm really stoked. Thank you always for having me out, Nelson. I think I'm always like, it's kind of incredible that I'm on a European podcast, basically. I think it's so cool. I love that our worlds are connected that way, and that the One Wheel brought us together. And I think that the One Wheel can bring a lot more worlds together, and it keeps doing it. And I want to keep being part of that. And I love that. It's just nice to meet everyone, and I really appreciate everybody, around the world that's come to FloatLife Fest. It's crazy. Like, I've met so many people. I mean, that I talk to on the regular, like you, and I have a lot of European friends now. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, oh, this is people I talk to regularly too. So
it's good.
Yeah, just keep doing it. Bring it together. That's what we're doing. We're just trying to have fun and keep having fun. Keep doing that, and come see us at FloatLife Fest. Have all the fun, and if there's anything that we can do to help you persuade you to come to FloatLife Fest, give me a call. I told you my phone number is right there on the page. just not late.
So you're not late because everybody's going to call you. I'm calling you. How are you, my friend?
Remember, Europe, our times are different.
Of course. If you are around the world, first check the time zone, and don't forget. Sometimes we make mistakes. Like me, I missed 1 hour. So guys,
all good, man.
I just want to say thank you so much. Tomorrow we have a new interview with a guy here from Europe. He's going to talk about lots of stuff is happening here with the events. Come and see it. For you, my friend, I just want to say thank you so much for coming again here. Give us the time for us. I just want to say for everybody's coming now, thank you so much. And I hope that all of you have a great day. Like always, I always tell this in end, ride fast, but always be safe. Enjoy life. Life is beautiful. Have fun. My friend.